You are a yummy piece of mortadella, and you are going to be consumed with some olives in a sandwich, friends. Yes, you are. Welcome to the emotional cycles. Yes, who's emotional though? You are. You're the ones buying the tops, selling the bottoms. Okay, I have made this big sheet. That's me in the top right here, of course. And I have what we're going to go through, friends. See, what I love about the Pulsicans, the Pulse Chain community, is it's so apparent where we are in the cycle. It's so clear. Why? Because everyone's on Twitter. Everybody's on Twitter. Everybody's on YouTube. And everyone's talking to each other. Everyone's very vocal. And they're basically, everyone's like a descendant of Richard FUD himself when he's like, you know, like slaying haters and like fighting FUD and doing all these. That's like, you know, OG Richard doing all that stuff. Many of these other communities, friends, they're a bunch of show ponies, pretty much. I know it's funny. Like, what do you mean show ponies? Yeah, I'll tell you what they are. Like, they're basically, a lot of them are just weirdos where they're like very reserved. I better not swear. And let's look at how it looks like to the public. And we have institutional boomers buying with you. Like, blah, blah, blah. No one gives you shit. Do you understand? Dog with a hat flipped all your coins. Don't think you are holier than thou. You guys can't explain the valuations of it, okay? That's why it's funny whenever they come and like try to poop on Pulse Chain community thinking like they're unprofessional. I'm looking at all these other community friends. They're all a bunch of posers and copers. It's literally just worse. Okay, it's just like these are the people, friends. You know, like have you ever heard of those stories where there's this guy, like a family guy. You see him loading his suitcase and then driving to work every day. Then you find out he's like cross-dressing at night. He's got like 7 bodies in the basement. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. That's what a lot of these other people in crypto industry are. Okay, there's just there is something going on beneath the surface. They're all human, the exact same thing. All right, it's just that when they communicate, it's just full-on lies and fabrication. Because they just got to do what the US Fed does. Like, don't worry, it's all right. Don't worry. Don't tell anything, guys. Don't tell anything. The guy with the helicopter hat, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And on top of the friends, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Look at this. Play some music. Look, I'm going to show you this emotional cycle. But I want to let you know, this is most important. Okay. I am under zero obligation to make sense to you. Okay. The universe is under zero obligation. The markets are under zero obligation. Nothing has to make sense to you. Why? The world's going to keep spinning. Everyone's going to keep eating chocolate. I'm still going to keep squeaking my squeaky chair. All right? And I'm going to do fine in markets. It's up to you. Do you want to spend more time learning? You hear stuff, these friends, when you learn at the start, everything's a contradiction to you. But you said this, but you said up, but you said down. Blah, 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 blah. You're not in tune. Understand? It's just like when some of these guys, you can tell the people who talk like that, friends, they probably like, they're still virgins. They're like literally still virgins. They're like, they talk to a girl. Oh, but you sent me the love heart emoji and now you don't want to go on a date with me tomorrow. I don't know how to read those conflicting signals. Oh, contradiction. You know what I mean, friends? That's the same thing. Or if like a girl says, hey, can you please like move out of my way in this club because I need to get through. They're like, oh, but you touched me. Therefore, you're definitely into me. You know, that type of stuff, friends. People just can't understand. There's contradictions with stuff. You can't look at them like that. It's part of a game, okay? It's part of a game. It's swaying. It's a pendulum swinging back and forth. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. We just had a mini cycle. We're going through it right now. And what I'm trying to do, friends, like the ultimate goal is you don't just sell the top by going, oh, it's out. It doesn't happen like that. You have to practice along the way. You have to practice like, oh, I know where we are. How do we practice, friends? You practice by identifying where you are in the cycle. So, okay, I made this for you. I'm going to show you this picture. We have to go through this. I'm going to spend a lot of time doing this. We're going to start with the bottom left. Okay, the bottom left is hope. Okay, because this is the Wall Street cheat sheet. Now, I have to remind everyone, I understand, friends, you're here to learn. It's all right, you're here to learn or just be entertained. Okay, the Wall Street cheat sheet is not a price chart. It's just emotions. And I'm going to show it to you now, okay? This is without the pictures. You see this? This is not prices, friends. Now, there are some famous cases, like if you look at the ARC chart from Cathie Wood, right? The gilf that you would. Wink, wink. Okay, finish show, please. Now, it's not a price chart, even though it matches up perfectly with a lot of these things. It is literally just emotions. You understand? First, we go through this hope and disbelief rinsing over and over again. Hope, the market just goes high enough. Oh, I hope we keep rallying, and then we go in disbelief, okay? Now, if you remember last year in 2023, I was going through a lot of these, and I couldn't be more right about 2023. I said 2023 would be hope and disbelief rinsing over and over and over and over again until finally we did, like, we clawed out somewhere. And that's exactly what happened. I hope we keep going up. Disbelief, oh my God, USDC depegging. That was it right here. Hope, wow, I hope we keep going up and break resistance. No, this was corrupt SEC FUD right here, by the way. This is the bottom of the altcoins. Hope, this was Roca Negra flying for the Bitcoin ETF. Disbelief, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're going down. September FUD, September FUD. And then hope, again, what happened was, I hope we keep rallying into the Bitcoin ETF, and we did. Oh, we see what I mean? That's basically what happened. Now, that's unorthodox. That's not normally the usual case. Usually is we have, see, if I have a look at these one more time, we have 1, 2, 3. In previous cycles, friends, there was 4 to 5 rinsings. That was just 3. So it's almost like in another universe, parallel timeline, we were meant to stop on the Bitcoin halving and go down. That's why I know the Bitcoin halving saw the news. Maybe we were meant to go down, but we didn't. We actually went up. Does that mean we're in a left translated cycle? I guess we'll see. So that's why I got to repeat to you. If we go to the bottom left again, down here, right, hope. Richard is fighting the corrupt SEC. Pulse chain coins can possibly pump now. So that's basically what hope is. And what we're going to do is quickly show you what that looked like on the chart, just so you can see what's going on. All right. You see that, oh my gosh, Richard is fighting. See this, friends? That's what happens here. So you can't look at the price chart itself. It's just Richard's fighting the corrupt SEC. Oh my gosh. Whoa. You see that? Hope, hope, hope. See, it's just the emotion part playing. And if we continue, what comes after hope? So after hope here, this is hope, right? The optimism. What happened as we kept going up, friends? Bitcoin, optimism. Bitcoin can keep rallying. Now, it just, you know, you're making this stuff labels up, but you can just see this is what's happening with the crowd. Bitcoin breaks 69K. This rally is real. By the way, I bought this cute little emoji here I paid for. This yummy. Like, oh, friends, I was frothing at the mouth. Slingshot, slingshot. That's what we used to. You remember all my videos going, the slingshot's loading. The slingshot's loading. You know what I mean? So that's basically what optimism is. Like, oh, and everyone's like, why am I bag spamming? Why am I bag spamming? I'm going, don't worry, it happened 3 years ago, man. Everybody lost the plot. There was this 2-month delay, and then finally the slingshot, right? That's why, friends, remember, we go back. All of my videos, I'm here trying to look out for you, man. You don't have to listen. You can go be a copa and do something else. But, you know, I can't save everyone. Now, you can go and look at the Bitcoin and altcoin index, friends. What I love is they're moving exactly in sync. Okay, so when we're going up, they're moving exact. So this is altcoins up the top, Bitcoin down here, altcoins and Bitcoin. Okay, now what we're going to look for is maybe Bitcoin. See, friends, this is exactly where the sentiment is right now. Back in early days, friends, we're here. This is where Bitcoin is today. All right, it's this first thing. Everyone thinks, oh my God, it's over. But people who know, we're like, you know what? You don't accidentally go up for a reason. You're going for another thrust up. That's what it feels like. So I just want to show you what ends up happening is, look, what ends up happening. We don't know. We don't know. But it could be, friends, let's do this. It could be that, actually, let's do this like now. It could be that Bitcoin does a lower high. All right, so Bitcoin's going to like, you know, no, come back down. Then we come back down. Bitcoin comes up, does a lower high here. You see that? Bitcoin back to 68K. So, but everyone thinks, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to go to 100. You see that part? But as Bitcoin does this lower high, this thing goes, whoa! Altcoins go ballistic, right? In sync. Whoa! You see that? That's the end, by the way. That's the very end. Because basically Bitcoin could not reclaim a high. Bitcoin made under a high. But everyone's so complacent, they're not paying attention. Because, oh my gosh, Bitcoin 60K. That's like still an amazing number, right? And everyone's still excited. So that's basically what we've been going through. And we've been waiting to see. That's a slingshot loading and everything continuing. Now, we move on through again. The belief and thrill. Now, this is where it's going to start to get controversial, friends. But, you know, who cares? So, Richard just called for $240,000 Bitcoin. We are going up 100x this year. Remember, that was belief. Remember, friends, belief was, look, I'm part of the cycle. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm still skeptical. Maybe Bitcoin only stops between 80 to 100K, maybe. But then Richard's like 240K Bitcoin. I'm like, you know what? It's a very important data point because he called the top last time, you know? So him thinking 240K, I'm like, whoa, man, that's double the crowd expectations of 120. So he's thinking, hey, we're not going to get the scenario where we undershoot. Remember, friends, the crowd's always wrong. The crowd expects 120 for Bitcoin, just to let you know. So I always told you, there's 2 scenarios going to happen. Either undershoot or overshoot. So basically 240 or basically 80 to 100, under the 100K mark-ish or less. So this is on average, right? Just trying to help you. And he says maybe 240, right? That was just interesting. Everyone's like belief and thrill. Now, look at this. Go back. Belief and thrill. Look what the Wall Street cheat sheet says here. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy. Look, you know for a fact that Richard Hart seeing the Bitcoin ETF and then allocating into Ethereum up here is thrill. You saw that. He's like, oh, he's playing for the ETF. That's leverage. It literally says on there, got to buy more on margin. Why? Because the DAI is not enough. He was farming the DAI. He put it into the DAI, one of the protocols, the DeFi protocols from Maker. It was off Spark or whatever. So he was farming it, friends. And I'm going to spin the helicopter hat for you once more time as well. Let's play some nice Halo music. So just look. He went from not doing much to, okay, bang. That's leverage, man. We're playing for the Ethereum ETF. We're going to get that's like boosted gains. That's what boost is, right? That's basically everything starts getting exciting. Whoa, if it's going to hit 240K, Ethereum's going to hit $30,000 to flip it, which is what he thinks, and therefore we're going to get 100 to 500x. That's basically everyone's emotions, okay? Remember, it's not the prices, it's the emotions. So the next part was Euphoria. Richard deploys SAC funds to buy PLSX, HEX, and Inc. Bang, 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 bang. That was Euphoria. Now, when I tell people this, by the way, you guys all lost your mind. Everyone got really upset. Like a lot of people. I know a lot of your friends, 99% fine. Just the very, very vocal minority. I got to listen to what they're saying because that's people who, their emotions, they really accentuate it. So they're useful. I'm like, why are you angry? I'm thinking, okay, I know where you are in the cycle. So if you see now, Euphoria. Now, I don't know where he bought. Could have been like around here or here. It doesn't really matter, okay? It's just the emotion of the cycle. This part is complacency, though. See, complacency went up. Why is it complacency? Well, this is actually the pulse chain chart. But if I show you on the PulseX chart, you will see it here. So everybody's buying, everything's sweet. We're going up. Why is this complacency? Richard uses $14 million and we just reject down. So the Euphoria, people get upset because Richard buying was the Euphoria. And people are upset because, look, man, it's not the end. I don't think it's the end. I don't know. But it's a mini cycle within this bigger cycle. And you look at it, people are upset because, like, how could we get euphoric? We haven't even won yet and taken over and got exchange listings. I don't know. Maybe that happens later. They're just saying. So that's why you move from this euphoria. I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. You know who's saying that? I'm a genius. I'm the only guy who's watching the billionaire's wallet and I'm going to be rich because he's going to put $100 million in there and it's going to make us go 100x. You're not a genius. You understand? You exit liquidity. People dumped on you. It's down 50%. Okay, by definition, it's that. So, look, when it comes to that, friends, Richard even made a tweet. I might make another one. I might make a video dedicated to this later. He made a tweet saying, if we put in $450 million of the SAC funds, we go up 100x. And everyone's like, oh, we're going to make 100x. No, you're not. No, you're not. Look, I hope you do, but I'm just saying you're not going to make it by the founder puts in $100 million, 450, 500 million bucks. It reprices and then everyone holds. You're not going to get that scenario. No one holds. If you do that, you get just a big wick. Bang, bang, bang. See you later. I'm out. Everyone takes their money and they're gone. And all the people who said they're going to be here forever, they're not going to be here forever. It's going to be fastest finger first. That's why it doesn't do it. Okay, so I'll spend another more time talking about it later. So complacency, friends. Now remember, complacency is there's a final fast thrust up. There's a erection hex. There's a complacent move in terms of like a move happens, but it's not as rosy as it's meant to look like. But the crowd doesn't notice because they're high on the dopamine. You see? So this is it. We went up with Euphoria up here, but then we come back down and we're complacent in terms of like, wait a minute, that's not meant to happen. All right, now, I remember I told you I coined the term break-even soy boys. All right, I know Ivan on tech loves it, so Ivan the Great. And you actually see it. Look what he does here, right? Richard spends $14 million to buy PulseX, touches day one SAC, all of it gets eaten up. All of it. $14 million, just PulseX. He goes, bang. Oh, wow. And look, he's probably trying to start a FOMO run through it. He's probably trying to break the level. He goes through, he buys it up to there, lets people do it, look, bang. So look, tell you, price action. No one's bigger than the market, friends. No one's bigger than the market. If the market wants to get out and then you put the money somewhere, people take it out straight away. You understand? It's deeper than just like one guy clicking around. So this was very complacent. Why? Because I watched this happen. I'm like, wait a minute. He just injected the most money he's ever injected and we still dropped 30%. Think about that. He's never injected that much money all in one go. Bang, 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 bang. I'm going to attack all the bears. Sharp elbows. What happens? We reject back down. And no one's worried. No one's worried. Even when I said, I was like, you know what? That's not looking good. When I said that, oh, people came for me. Go check the comments. Where are they now? Disappearing. There are people who don't even remember saying that. Oh, man. But it's part of the emotional cycle. It is what it is. Friends, it's not healthy for $14 million to be injected into a spot coin, no leverage and stuff, no people to fade it, and it's just reject back down. But it's hard to swallow the truth to watch this. But remember, it's mini cycles. Mini cycles of we're trying to practice along the way so we can bink the top, the ultimate top. Okay. By the way, why can I see this and no one else can see this? Do you know why? Because everybody else has a fixation on price targets and they are sucking off all the dopamine dealers. That's why. They're sucking off all the dopamine dealers. 1,000x, 9,000x, 14,000x. Everybody is eating that, consuming that dopamine. They can't possibly imagine that this thing is happening right now. They're blind, right? Just like if you're like, let's say there's girls out there, they're so in love with their man and they're like, there's no way he's possibly cheating on me. Then you find out, yeah, he's like, maybe he swings the other way. Maybe he leads a double life, all right? Maybe puts glitter on his face and wears like fairy outfits and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're like, no way, they're so blind, I could not see it at all. This type of stuff happens, okay? But you have to be looking for it. And like, that's weird. That guy walks around with his shirt off all day. You know, that guy's at the Mardi Gras. And she's like, oh, I thought it was partying and having fun. You know, if you're looking for it, you're like, man, I saw him hooking up with another dude. She's like, oh, it could have been a friend. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff you have to be looking out for. If you can't see it, friends, you never see it. You have to open your eyes. Your paradigm can be shifted. That's why, like, everyone, I told you guys this, but everyone just says FUD. You know why? I'm like, hey, guys, you know we can be euphoric way lower than everyone thinks. Everyone says, okay, yes. And what people think is they go, okay, so instead of 14,000x on my money, I'm only going to make 1,000x on my money. That's what people think. I think, look, man, why 1,000x your money, huh? Why can't it be 10x from here? Why can't it be 30x? Why can't it be 5x? Why? Can you think? But like that's preposterous or whatever. But look, man, all these people, they got no answer for it. When I said, okay, well, you said HEX wouldn't drop more than 95% in the bear market. It's down 99%. Everything got diluted, and PLSX is still under day one sec. So there's no argument, friends, for any of this. That's why I don't bother arguing with people out this. You can either see it or you don't. Do you see it now? Do you see what's happening? Right? We were complacent. Instantly rejects back. Market uses it all as exit liquidity. Then we move on to anxiety. This is part of the next emotion. You all know what happened here. Why did Richard FUD his own bags down 85% in a day? Do I have to factor this self-FUD in for the rest of the ecosystem? I felt anxiety. I feel it, friends, with you. I feel the anxiety, right? But obviously I feel the anxiety. I'm like, okay, I know what's going on, and it is what it is. It was also interesting, man, because everyone else is anxious, when I am saying, this is the interesting part. I said, wrong move. I'm not going to let people who bought eHEX be gaslit and tell you that's the right thing to do. Wrong thing to do. I'm going to stand up for them. I don't care. All right. I know, yes, captain's call. He's all make the right decision. I'm just telling you, okay? We're all watching the Ethereum trade anyway. So, but people, because they're anxious, no one's thinking straight, right? You know, anxious, like biting your nails and stuff. They said, oh, you obviously lost on eHEX. That's why you're doing that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm doing fine, friends. In case you haven't figured out, launch pads, meme coins, VVV launchpad, paid launchpad, they're all like winning. Other stuff is winning. Clip finance, IDO. Friends, there's all these other amazing things going on in crypto. But I understand everyone's like, oh, it must be this one thing. But look, it is what it is. And the anxiety was obviously Richard doing the eHEX FUD. Bang, 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 bang. 83, 85%. Look at this. I made this compilation collage here. That's why I made this once. Look. If you poke, friends, you keep poking me, all right? Keep poking me. Is that a remote controller? You're just happy to see me. Look, if you keep poking me, I make this stuff, and I have to let all my other friendship cult family members know Yes, I know it looks like I'm a psycho right now, but actually I can prove to you that I'm not. And these people are just, defending their own like bags, and they're actually brainwashed in this circumstance. Not saying Polsicans, every coin community does it, right guys? I'm not singling it out, but I had to make this collage, okay? Because people started, there was a denial phase of everyone. People said, Sommi was the one who made it go down. Sommi's the one. Like, you're like the little psycho kid in the mental asylum hospital. This is all of Richard's tweets. Bang, bang, bang. You can see down here, minus 88%, 88%. So Richard tweets. It's funny. He's like, oh, Richard should tweet more. And then he tweets more, but it's just everything going down. Bang, bang, bang. All of his tweets. Bang, 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 bang. eHEX sucks. Market chose. Bang, 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 bang. Everything goes down. Everyone EES. So that's obviously anxiety and this panic part. Okay, that's all the anxiety, panic. You get to see that, right? So all of these, so people keep poking, friends. I just have to show you. Oh, okay. Do you want to see the truth? Because there you go. I made that, and I don't like showing people that. But hey, I'm not gonna sit here and just let people say, "Oh, you cause it." I'll go college. We'll have fun with this. Okay, so you can actually learn where we are in the cycle. Also, that anxiety, right? When Richard says, like, you know, another part, do I have to factor this self-FUD into the system? Yeah. That gives people anxiety now. That's why I told you is, hey, are you trying to make people nervous about their like 10-year stakes? Because now, what if, okay, you blew the head off eHEX, what if you go and blow the head off PHEX? See, it's anxiety, friends. It's part of the emotional cycle. It doesn't matter. By the way, if Richard was AFK, away from the keyboard and not touched anything, I promise you, we would all invent another narrative that the crowd would latch onto and be anxious about it. Like, oh no, we're not rallying with Solana. We're not a bull market hedger either. You know what I mean? So all these things would play out naturally. All right. So that's the anxiety part, and then denial. Look, I have this poll here. Maddie Allen put it. This was honestly, friends. When I saw it, I laughed so hard. I'm like, no. If I don't make a post out of this and a video, no one's gonna believe me in the future. Next year, 2025, 6, 7. I'm telling my grandkids about this, okay? I'm going to tell literally, friends, my grandchildren. Not just my children, the grandchildren. The Grande. The Ariana Grande children. Look at this. Which most negatively affects the HEX market? First poll result, Sommi. Like you got to remember, friends, psychology, okay? He made that poll to put my name in it. I'm the first one. How do I know this? When I want to ask you guys a poll question, when I write, then naturally the first answer I put is the one answer I want to put in. So if I'm like, do you think Bitcoin has topped for forever, right? And I'll write like my answer that I write when I want to put in is in there, right? Or if I want to ask a poll and what I want it to be, I start writing it naturally. So I'm thinking, oh, where do I think HEX is going to be at the end of the year? I remember like asking that, like I put like I write like 5 to 10 sentiments, and I'm like, no, wait a minute, let's put that lower down, and then I start figuring it out. So that's why I was like, okay, everyone's in denial, man. Friends, I don't have $1 billion. All right. I didn't create the ecosystem, but I was like, really? Oh, man. You guys are lucky. I know it's an emotional cycle. I don't have hate for anyone. Like, I just have to block a few weirdos who are just like completely missing the point. So anyways, the weirdos, I understand, like, you're weirdos. It's completely fine. The problem though is I've replied to you guys like 5 times and it's not going through your head. So it's the same answer. And I'm noticing, man, I'm saying the same thing to these guys and I find them saying the same BS to somebody else in another thread. I'm like, oh, they don't actually want to learn. They just want to go spit out stuff. So it is what it is. That's why, unfortunately, you have to be muted. Now, look at this. Panic. Poop. Everyone is saying, look, I have the cute emojis here. By the way, friends, I know a lot of people are going to be curious. What is this? This is the new cloud face emoji. Your face is in the clouds. Oh, I can barely see what's going on. That's cute. Okay. So now we're going down here. Panic, capitulation, and anger. You see this panic part right here? Oh, what I've written here. Poop. HEX is dropping even after Richard started buying it. Right? Let me show you that. That's really important as well. So this is the panic, friends. So Richard Hart says eHEX is dead. Everybody FOMOs into PHEX. They buy the top here near 3 cents. Instant mega rejection. Like, oh my gosh, whoever did it, man, I feel sorry for you guys. You guys emergency end staked and now you're down like 59%. So there's basically, it took a ticket to Rect City here and this is it, friends. This is it. So look, Richard buys PHEX. So he FUDs eHEX and he buys just PHEX. He's sending a signal to the market, goes, don't worry, I have you covered. Everything's going to be fine. And people believe it. I was like, man, you can't fight the market, you know. It's the emotional cycle. So they buy, and guess what happens? Bang. And no one's listening. No one's saying, bang. Look, it break the low. Think about that, friends. It broke the low from when he started buying. And people think, oh, he's going to buy again. No, he's not. What, so you can get out now and make a lower trend? No, what he's probably saying is, okay, sweet. I'm going to chill out, let the people capitulate and bleed over again. Unfortunately, that means a lower fair value. If we continue, the next one, what comes after panic? Capitulation. That's the little vomit emoji. Look, I've written down here. I am 100% getting out of Richard Coins. I can't afford to miss out on the bull market. Just want to let you know, man, friends, let's let you know, okay? It's okay for you to say that, but I'm warning you right now. You are going to pick, on average, something absolute dog shit. You're going to buy stuff that's probably only dipped 30% from its top, and you're going to think it's strong. But what you're probably going to end up, on average, 9 out of 10 people, you're still going to be bleeding later on, right? And when Richard Hart's coins maybe are going up like 5x from here, you're just lucky to go back to your all-time high. And then you're going to have to reset again. How do I know this? People did this in 2021. Didn't listen to me about memes, didn't listen to me about stuff, but they were just friends and Discord and Telegram and stuff. It is what it is. Hey, that's probably why they're still working a job, but I'm not, right? So let's go. Let's go with that in here as well. Down there is anger. Why did Richard let the prices go this low if he's a billionaire? That's the anger part. I'm also looking out for that part, friends. That's what I'm guessing. What are people going to say? Right? By the way, I'm seeing people capitulate already. And that's what they're saying. So when this anger part, why did Richard let the prices go this low? And also anger, why is everyone gaslighting me? So I'm waiting for Ethereum, probably. I want Ethereum people to be really angry at Vitalik, saying, why didn't you do sharding? We're losing to Solana. Why did you look after the layer 2s? They're all junk. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe I'll check some discords to see if I have. So remember, friends, Vitalik made a captain's call. Even though, oh, it's decentralized. No, it's not. No, it's not. We didn't believe it. 4,000 IQ alien. And he's doing telekinesis, friends. All right, so like, when it comes to like Ethereum, they had a choice. Either fix the L1 first or look after the layer 2 city. Vitalik chose layer 2 city because he said, well, no matter what we do to the layer 1, people will always clog onto us and the prices will go up anyway. So let's fix the layer 2s because the future is making everyone bridge out and do those anyway. That's what he's basically done. Now, it's kind of backfiring because the layer 2s are mostly grifts. No one actually wants to leave Ethereum mainnet. It's still digital New York real estate. And this is the craziest part. Solana flipped all the layer 2s. Wow. Solana flipped the layer 2s, friends. Oh my gosh. And even flipped BNB. That's crazy. Got within like 1/5 of Ethereum size. So they're nervous. They're nervous, friends. They're nervous. Like, whoa. And friends, also let you know, they're all the layer 2s are grifts. All right? Yeah, I don't really care. Go and clip this out and tell them to them. Pantera Capital, who dumped Luna at the top and told everybody it was still cheap, and they made $100 million off it, off their ICO. They are in the Arbitrum ICO. They are on side. I don't know which allocation they got. They either got 180x profit or 980x. Friends, they literally smashed it. Let me guess, they're getting the unlocks right now and they're going to tell you, oh, it's going to go another 100x, guys. Dump. Don't believe them. Many other insiders got given all these grifts. What happened to decentralization and fair and open? No. It's all BS, friends. It's decentralization for us, but centralization for them and their power, okay? You and me, I've got a helicopter hat. You're my friend. Hopefully you got a squeaky chair as well. You and me are outsiders. We'll always be outsiders, okay? I'm trying to get into the inside. You find out, oh, okay, we have to go deep. We have to go deep. We'll go, how deep do you want me to go? Right? So, look, that's the anger part, friends. What comes after anger? Depression. My past 4 years holding has been a waste. I've fumbled the whole bull market. How can I make up for lost time? Now, we are fast-tracking this, okay? So this depression part and anger, hopefully it only lasts like 2 to 4 weeks. Friends, a lot of people ask me, and how are you so calm when it comes to these? Because everyone talks to me in real life. I'm like, look, man, the hard part's over. We begged for this part. We're like, hey, man, look, I'll deal with all the panic and capitulation, but can you go up on average? They are. The coins are going up on average. I know it doesn't yes, it's not up to your dreams, but they're going up on average. Like, okay, actually, I can't speak for eHEX. This is actually a unique circumstance. Like, hey, you're not going up on average. You're still down a long way from the top. Like, you're still very, 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 very down. 97%. Okay, sweet. You're down. But everything else, man, like Pulse Chain. Look, this is a beautiful part, right? So this is PulseX. Yes, on average, look, sweet. You're still up from, you hit up 12x. You're still up 5.7x from the low. You see, on average, you're going up. You can still farm the ink and stuff. So you're very, very welcome. This emotional cycle from start to finish, and then it repeats again. After this capitulation and crash, everyone's going to be begging for my 3 green thumbnails again. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to say, I know you don't believe me, but we've ran out of the weak hands. And everyone's disbelief. That's what's going to come again, friends. Remember, how does it all start? It starts with disbelief. Right down here, this rally will fail like all the others. So everybody's going to say, oh, no, this thing's going to keep failing because it's not part of the bull market. Nah. Let's wait and hope. Let's pray that faster thing keeps speeding up, okay? You've learned a lot today. Almost too much, friends. I can't believe this is free, man. I'm going to spin the hat one more time. Like, subscribe, tell mum and daddy love them. Catch you soon.